Emmy Award nominations already under her belt at age 23. She's getting serious Oscar buzz once again for her new film Lady Bird, in which she plays a fiercely independent high school senior encountering one obstacle after another, including her own mom. Take a look.
I want to go where culture is, like New York,
I raise such a
or at least
snob?
Connecticut or New Hampshire, where writers live in the woods.
Get into those schools anyway.
Mom,
You can't even pass your driver's test.
because you wouldn't let me practice
The way
enough.
that you work, or the way that you don't work, you're not even worth state tuition, Christine.
My name is Lady Bird.
Well, actually, it's not, and it's ridiculous.
Call me
because your
Lady
name
Bird
is
like you said
Christine.
you would.
You should just go to City College. You know, with your work ethic, just go to City College and then to jail and then back to City College, and then maybe you'd learn to pull yourself up and not expect everybody to do everything.
Please welcome Saoirse Ronan. I feel like I know you already with Saoirse. I know. I feel like I know you too. And by the way, I was laughing and so trenched in that clip that I almost didn't introduce you.
So it would have been awkward for us all.
That would have been awkward. So you have been acting in movies since you were just 11 years old, and I heard something really endearing, which was that you had your first real life kiss on screen in your first movie.
I did, yeah.
So what was that like?
It was stressful for an 11-year-old child who was definitely not ready to kiss a boy yet. And I remember it was my first film, and I'd been on set before. I'd done, little bits in TV shows and things like that, but I'd never had to do anything like that. And it was Amy Heckerling who directed it, and so she came up to me and she was like, okay, so we're gonna do it. You're gonna sit on the bench, we'll do the scene, and then you're gonna kiss him. And I was like, okay, so let's just get specific here for a second. How long do you actually want me to kiss this boy for? And she was like, I don't know, a few seconds. I was like, no. How long do you want me to kiss him for? And so I asked her to specifically tell me how many seconds I had to kiss him for. It was 3 seconds. And so for every single take, once we would go in for the kiss, I'd just go 1, 2, 3. And that was it. And that's all we were
Every
getting.
take is 3 seconds on the nose.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So much passion.
Despite all the movies you've made here,
Yeah.
all the success you've had, people still have trouble pronouncing your name.
They do.
Right? But Ryan Gosling provided a handy hint for people that I just don't get somehow. Could you?
Yeah, well, he basically, Ryan, about 1.5 years ago, he gave me an award at an award show, and it was funny because everyone came up to me afterwards and they were like, how did you get Ryan Gosling to do that for you? I don't think anyone thought that we actually knew each other, but we've actually worked together on a film. He directed me in his first film, so I do actually know him. But this journalist years ago had written an article about me, I suppose, and nobody knew how to pronounce my name, and so the journalist said, if you want to learn how to pronounce this girl's name, it's Saoirse, like inertia. And so ever since then, whenever anyone's been like, how do you, I don't understand, I'll just say it's Saoirse, like inertia, and then they get it.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
All right. We have to say a huge congratulations on Lady Bird because your new film, number one, it's breaking box office records in limited release. Number two, it's gotten a perfect score of 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh my God.
Number three, out of 118 critics who have reviewed the film, they've all said positive things about Lady Bird. And this family that is, that the movie's about feels so real. What are people saying to you after they see it?
The general consensus after people see this film is that they just really want to call their mom, and they really want to apologize for being such a crap teenager. I'm so sorry. I put you through so much. And there's a bit there's a bit in the film, Laurie Metcalf, who's so incredible, and there's this one lovely. I mean, the whole film is sort of made up of like these in between moments, the moments that like nobody ever really gets to see in movies. That it's not overly dramatic or anything. And there's this one moment where I'm asleep in bed, and Laurie and I have just had this argument, and yet she still like mends my dress for Thanksgiving that I'm going to wear to my boyfriend's house, and she hangs it up in my bedroom, and like I never know. And it's things like that where, you know, we totally take for granted what our parents do for us, even when we don't see it. So yeah.
Incredible at the Ronan movie, but also plays Sarah's TV in Roseanne. Were you a fan of Roseanne?
I was a huge fan.
Huge fan? Okay.
Right now, because I like grew up with Roseanne. My mom loves Roseanne, and I watch X Factor every year. And Sharon's the judge in X Factor, and so we all. With you, and do you remember we met? I can't believe you remember that. Oh, please. But I absolutely love Roseanne, and so I've grown up watching it. I'm so excited to do another season.
We're a huge fan of yours.
Lady Bird is now playing in select theaters and opens wide Thanksgiving Day. We'll be right back.
At Zulily.com,